Welcome to the Rasslecast Power Hour. I am one half, 1/3 actually, of your tag team host, B-hyphen, aka Pizza Sauce. But before I say anything else, let me pass it to my flowery compatriot with the cool glasses and the cool belts, Handsome Bane. How are you, sir?
I'm feeling fantastic, man. I'm feeling fan-damn-tastic. Marks, you're gonna get a pass for the evening. My children have been very, very sweet today. There's cool things happening at the house, so I'm in a great mood, man.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Damn. Okay. Well, you know what, Mark, since he's being nice, I know that you're sitting at home and you're looking at a shot of Brandy, the episode MJF where she's eating the butter and y'all like playing it on repeat like he said. Well, stop it, you nasty Marks, because that's not cool. That woman was just trying to win a game of truth or dare and you're sitting there watching her eat butter. So do better with your lives, Marks.
I'm Rob. Sorry, I gotta agree with the Marks on this one, man.
Can we
watch
get
that chick eat butter.
Can we get a gif of that?
Could we
after the show
get a gif of that? But I digress.
Oh my God, Mark Rob, say something cool.
What up? It's your boy the Mark Rob, aka Sean Matt Love, aka Gordon Darks, aka Pacey Twitter, aka 4-Eye Willie, aka Richard Pyrex, aka Don't Check Me, Check the Engine, cause your bitch is running on E. What's up?
What's up?
Damn.
What's up? Oh man. And Mark Rob, would you like to introduce our two guest hosts of this episode, sir?
Well, the two guest hosts we have, the better half of We Should Do This Again Sometime, Kat Chinetti, and her better half. You got a sly nickname that we can throw out there? Greg?
Grogzilla, whichever you prefer.
Grog it is. Welcome, Grog and Kat. Kat, third time.
Third time, fifth episode. Let's go.
Pretty much.
Right. Let's be honest. They
dark
all
matches.
Yeah. Well, all the episodes end up getting split.
Yes. I am a
That's
two-part
true.
queen. So
yeah, we'd be running our mouths.
Yeah, we're gonna be here till 11.
And that's what we want. That's what we want.
All right. So, Grog, as is customary for every first-time guest that we have on the Rasslecast, we like to start out with what we call your wrestling origins, your organs. So, Grog, please tell us, sir, how you first came across the word. Mark Rob, hold it together, and I did that on purpose.
Right.
How you came to love the game, the world, the legendary thing that is called professional wrestling.
Well, first off, thank you for having me.
Oh, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Yeah, I hope you still feel that way when we're done.
All right. Well, it was the dying days of Hulkamania when I started I started getting into it.
We've said the name once, twice more, and he'll appear.
It doesn't even matter. He just shows.
Yeah, it's whatever.
You never know.
I don't think there's any solid rules. Hulk Hogan will just show up whether you want him to or not.
Damn it.
Definitely.
Really testing
Anyway.
that Beetlejuice theory.
Continue, Grog.
Anyway, so yeah, it was the early -- basically some of my earliest memories were watching the syndicated shows on Saturday and Sunday mornings. That included and I got to know guys like the superstars, like the aforementioned HH. My favorite was actually Jake the Snake Roberts.
Yeah.
For a while, he remains one of my favorites of all time. I did get the opportunity to meet him once at Rhode Island Comic-Con. Unfortunately, that meeting was after he had fallen off the wagon again, so it was not the most pleasant time. But I'm glad that he's since kicked that and is in a much better place now. Jake the Snake
Shout out
Roberts.
to our first Hall of Famer DDP for that. Absolutely.
Yep. Jake the Snake Roberts, if you're hearing this, I love you.
Absolutely.
I'm glad that you're in a better place, and but it's also weird that you're working with Dan Lambert on television.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know what that's coming
bro.
from.
I have a great pitch about what the Men of the Year should do after Roberts after Lambert's gone.
Mhm.
So we'll get to that.
Yeah.
But
I enjoyed Lambert.
A
Is
little
that
fantasy
bad?
booking, eh?
Mhm.
I know he's a horrible person, but he's fine. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Well,
he
wait,
he
is he
talks
I
too
don't
much
know.
and is just too involved. He's
I don't.
Is he? Well, no. Is he? No, you said he's a terrible person. You mean like the gimmick or the person?
Is it possible that the gimmick isn't a gimmick? and
Yeah,
Ooh.
he's pretty
I
much
just
himself.
assumed that he was venting his real life frustrations, ridiculous as they are, and that
Much
he really
like
is.
Jericho's wife, where was he on January 6th?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Jesus.
And my man
Wait,
said the other
yeah.
night that he was just out here until he got canceled and he couldn't be on AEW anymore.
Yeah, that's corny, and that's something that they obviously wanted him to say, like, you know. But I feel like I thought he was just supposed to be like a Jim Cornette pastiche, like you know, just somebody who riffs about time have gone by, you know, like.
Yes, but I think they just hired organically.
Yeah.
They didn't look for acting talent. They looked for strong opinions.
Mostly, although Jim Cornette hates Trump. So,
Right.
That's the
And
one
he-
aspect of his
Right.
personality.
And he loves that Danhausen for some reason.
That's really weird because he doesn't give in to like other shit, but then it's like, oh, I don't know, that's the magic of Danhausen, I
So
guess.
I think what it is with Danhausen, and I'm sorry I keep like hijacking your intro bit, but Danhausen is so into it that he's like, right, this is just like a guy. Like Danhausen is not the wrestler. Danhausen is also just like an entity
Yes.
that like exists. And I think because there's so much lore and it's so consistent throughout all the lore, he's just like, I have no choice but to deal with this as like a thing that exists.
Well, like Cornette can be, he can deal with a character being just kind of out there and very silly and whatnot, as long as there is consistency in the story that is being told with this character. And that's largely what we've gotten from Danhausen. Yeah. So
Talk about a commitment.
yeah. So yeah, early 90s, big fan of Jake Roberts. Early 90s Undertaker. Actually, I wasn't afraid of him. I was afraid of Paul Bearer. I found him to be far more terrifying when he was cutting his promos. Undertaker was mostly just this dark, cool-looking dude,
Right.
with this freaking Dom DeLuise and whiteface Castrato cutting his promos for him. It's like, but yeah, no.
Dang.
So yeah, no. Specifically, it was Paul Bearer who terrified me as a child, little 4 or 5-year-old me.
Yes.
Oh my
Like,
god.
Welcome, come on in. Oh
Yeah,
yes,
That's pretty triggering. I'm not gonna lie.
Like, bro, like my Undertaker, like, excuse me,
yeah.
excuse me, dog. You own him, nigga? Like,
Yes.
But yeah,
Yes.
but then
Yes.
early 90s, I kind of fell off in the mid 90s when it got very silly. I do kind of regret that because I basically missed most of Bret Hart's prime run in WWF.
Same. I did too.
It was only like, when I was renting and borrowing tapes from people when I got back into it. I got back into it in the late 90s, the Attitude Era,
There you go.
the Monday Night Wars, although I was firmly a WWF guy. And I'm saying that wearing an NWO t-shirt, but
you just love wrestling, bro.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, it's just pro wrestling, dog. Like, let's just like what we like.
and I'm like, and I rediscovered my love for the Undertaker, thinking he was cool. Him and Austin were my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
LOD. Ooh. I was attempting to do Hawk and forgetting what Hawk sounded like for a second. Well, you know what we've been.
That's
a runaway
pretty good.
train. Nobody driving it.
That sounds like Rasslecast. So that's perfect.
There you go.
That's a very good hawk.
Yes.
Spot on.
Yeah, you
Very good,
basically just a really raspy voice with a Minnesota accent.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah, sometimes
There
it's
you
all
go.
it takes.
You do animal and hawk. Although
That-
animal is louder and he shouts louder and
Animal
his voice-
shouts and spits way more than hawk. Like,
and his voice is more high pitched.
and he doesn't
just a little bit.
and he doesn't have like a hook at the end. It's all his thing is tell him about it hawk. And it's like if he has to cut a promo alone, he's like, and
It's
a rush will be had. Doodly do.
Yeah.
Like
Paul Ellering. Paul Ellering gets done cutting this great promo, and he's like, "Okay, tell him, animal. Wait, you know something, Jane Elkins?"
he spits. Like,
Just spits and
oh boy.
just trying to sound scary and looking like a freak, but like,
Oh wow.
You know, he used to be so loud. I mean, that was just the style back then too. Though.
Mhm.
Like you look at
Oh,
the natural disasters, it was like you just heard your man's like yell for like 30 straight seconds, and then it's like, no, it's your turn, and then you're just as turned as he is. Like, nah, dog. Like, that's a lot of anger. Bro. You're right. No, you're about to go out there and scrap about it, so you don't need to be wasted all this energy.
Save it for the ring, boys.
Jeez Louise. I love old school wrestling.
Man. All right, man. Well, that's and then you've never fallen off since, right, Grog? You've been here for everything else.
I've been watching pretty consistently since the Attitude Era. There have been lapses here and there. One of them came during when like John Cena held the WWE Championship for what seemed like 6 or 7 years.
That was an amazing time, right?
And
That was
just
so dope.
that was such a fun time.
I
to be a
loved it when
wrestling
John
fan, wasn't
Cena
it?
was the champion, man. John Cena was one of the greatest champions in wrestling history. I'm here for it.
I have a lot more
Watch it all the
appreciation for what he did now than I did at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like when CM Punk debuted, I was firmly a CM Punk guy and kind of am still.
Oh.
He's part of the reason I'm straight edge.
Yeah, I watched the CM Punk match earlier today, and it was amazing.
Oh, it was fantastic.
That's my guy.
Fantastic.
Kellen loves CM Punk so much that when we were ranking our favorite wrestlers, he forgot to leave him off the list the first time out. So
He was that upset with him. He was that mad that he went away. You wrestling sad boy, you.
He left me for 7 years, bro.
Left me for 7 years.
And then he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna come back." I don't. He just expects to be on my top 20 list. Well, he was.
Yeah.
oh my god.
Well, he gave everyone ice cream.
Yeah.
What a great way to get on a top 20 list.
Yeah, if you were in the
weren't
arena.
in Chicago, Kellen.
You didn't tell me there was rules to this shit, Kat.
Were you at that show in Chicago?
No, but my friend Tim was.
Okay.
And did he get his ice cream?
No, he wasn't at that show. He was at All Out.
was
No,
at
he
All
didn't get
Out.
ice
Not
cream
get
either.
his ice cream. No.
Nope.
Damn, Tim.
Damn,
that's kind of,
Tim.
And that kind of seemed like the overall attitude when he came back. Just like people were so happy to have him back that they forgot that he was gone, or rather, more like they forgave that he was gone for 7 years and kind of were willing to forget.
I don't think
Right.
anybody was really mad at him though, for real. Like really, by this
Yeah.
when
Some
he came back,
people
no
were.
one thought he was going to come back.
I think there were people who were mad, but of course, like they obviously don't have any right to that. Like
It was
But-
very weird watching that and Steve from Blue's Clues come back at about the same time.
Hilarious. Oh,
That's
Like-
so good.
The parallels there, was not expecting them. Definitely noticed them.
Shout out to
I did too.
Steve.
Shout out to Steve, man.
I help Steve scrap.
So yeah, all Punk had to do was go out there and be like, "But you see, I never left you.
I was in here.
I was in here the whole time." Anyway, who wants an ice cream bar? Do you want an ice cream bar? Do you want an ice cream bar? Ice cream bars for everyone.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That was like a whole thing they had to orchestrate in order to get him there and like keep it as quiet as they could for as long as they did.
Yeah.
And like you got to license the cult of personality again. Like
So
and make it different from WWE's version. Yeah.
One thing that I know about this, because I heard Brandy say this on a podcast, is that they had him showing up all the time on like, you know, just like backstage at things to throw people off. And just have him be like, oh, he's visiting a friend, or oh, he's doing whatever. Like, so they never knew, like,
right, to keep him off the trail a little bit.
To keep the lid on it, yeah.
I hope they told Colt.
I didn't. Yeah, no shit.
Oh my goodness.
I don't even know if they've made up or not.
Yikes.
I don't think they have.
That's a
They
good question.
haven't.
I don't know.
They're always on complete opposite ends of the card on the few nights they wrestle.
Right.
Too
on the
bad for
same
you
show.
there, Colt. Maybe if you were on the same show as a CM Punk, you could make a little dough. Maybe I'd put some things to the side there. Big name, big draw. Maybe I want to be on that card. I'm just saying.
I mean, all out is what the next what?
Broadcasting.
It's early September.
September, yeah.
So like
September,
7
yeah.
months away. So maybe in the next 7 months.
Well, since
If they can-
since the AEW performers all have health insurance,
Hey.
maybe they
We
can
love
cover
that.
some group therapy.
That's a
and
fucking shame that we
Jeez.
have to cheer for health insurance, guys.
I mean,
I just watched John Q yesterday. It is a shame.
sick
Crazy.
help, sick help.
the AEW administrative team is presently hiring another insurance liaison. I'm assuming because they're onboarding a lot of new talent right now. So if you have any interest in liaising with health insurance on behalf of high performance athletes, check out AEW's LinkedIn, everybody.
There you go, Kat with the job plugs for you sweaty
We
marks.
would never get that kind of information if Kat Chinetti was not on this show.
This is
today.
facts.
We would not
I-
get that kind of information.
I definitely am not constantly checking to see if Adam Page needs a professional assistant or anything.
Hilarious.
I come out here every single week saying I want somebody to challenge me.
You could put some purple into your aesthetic, you know, just a little bit.
Just to represent your dear friends, the Dark Order, who you love.
I know it was a whole thing. Get him like a purple armband or something, Adam.
Well, I loved what he did with the purple roses, and I'm like, if you could just hide a purple rose in every look that he did going forward, he could totally do it, and it would be representative of that friendship and honoring it without it stealing the show. And I have a whole vision board.
In this essay.
Kat
Then you gotta
Chinetti,
run around with these
official-
goofs.
official dresser of Adam Page.
Just let me design your merchandise, you sick son of a bitch.
You know he listens to this weekly, and he's like, no.
Yeah, no,
like that.
every time I'm on, he just skips the episode because he doesn't want to like.
Oh no,
hear
no,
me.
no. He listens to it, and when you make these pleas, he giggles. He grins a coy little grin.
Yep.
And whispers, "No, not yet."
And then he rewinds it and plays it again, and then rewinds it and
It's
plays
his
it again.
kink.
And
Sorry.
I'm just imagining him, the Bugs Bunny, like, no.
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 You know, the Bugs Bunny no is like what far more dismissive. He's saying no, but come on, we
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
You say no,
Yeah.
but your eyes most certainly say yes.
I will
They
wear
do.
him. I will wear him down eventually.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, that's what
wearing
he's
you
counting
down,
on.
baby. Oh, there he is. I see Goldberg right now. Shout out to Mr. Berg.
Oh no.
Still getting them
No.
checks in Saudi
Berg.
Arabia, man.
I guess, you know, hey, if you can get that money, get it.
Get this bread.
Mr. Bill
Now-
Goldberg, Mr.
now
Why the fuck
we'll-
are you still wrestling in 2022?
And
The
somebody said
money.
it.
Yeah,
I need
obviously
the
for
bread.
the money. Just yeah.
Oh man. So, Handsome Bing,
Yo, what up?
there is some all shit news that I think we can talk about.
Oh no.
and it's some all shit news that you're aware of. It's nothing on the
Oh,
level of last
shit.
week's,
Okay.
but
Okay.
it's pretty serious. Rumor has it that Vince McMahon got rid of his son Shane completely out of WWE and kicked him completely out of the company following mild and lukewarm reception in the locker room and with fans to the Royal Rumble, which apparently Shane was in charge of running the other night.
So, you know, like right before we get to that, because it's that adjacent, let's give a very, very quick Royal Rumble review.
Oof.
It was fine. No, actually, it was great. You want to know why it was great? Because Brock Lesnar won. And that's so dope that Brock Lesnar is going to go against Roman Reigns again at WrestleMania. I'm so excited to see Brock Lesnar again, man. I am here for it. The Beast Incarnate against the Tribal Chief again, man, for the Universal Championship. I'm so here for it. Let's go, Brock.
You see, every time I go on one of my WWE dry spells and I check back in on the product, that just seems to be the match that they keep doing.
It's the best
Brock
match,
Lesnar
Grog.
versus Roman
It's the
Reigns.
best
It's like
match,
fucking
Grog.
Groundhog Day.
Yeah. Like it's supposed to, it's this next great rivalry like Rock and Austin.
It's
that
the
they're
best
trying to
match,
push.
They've
Grog.
already compared it. Oh, they've compared it
Yeah.
to Rock and Austin.
I think it's better.
There'll be
I think it's better than Rock and Austin.
I think you think Blue Lives Matter if that's really your opinion. Dog.
Well,
Like,
see, that's a little stretch. I do not believe that. You know that's not true. I just really like Brock Lesnar and John Cena. Okay?
And I oop.
All right. I don't like
Roman
I don't,
Reigns.
And Roman Reigns. Yeah.
I don't
Roman
hate any
Reigns
of
is
those
the guy's
guys.
name.
I'm just profoundly confused often as to how they're used. And
I think
why.
there's a far more organic way to do it than the way they're doing it. And for them to say like the first of all, like he doesn't need to enter in the goddamn elimination chamber too.
Yes,
bro.
he does,
Like,
man. That's so dope.
no,
He's going to win.
fucking
They're going to unify the
doesn't,
belts, and
dog.
Brock
They're
Lesnar's
gonna
going to
do
do it.
No, they're
He's
not.
going to do it. 'Cause
Every
Brock-
time they say they're going to unify the belts, they just end up splitting the fucking thing a month later.
Brock.
Every time they say that shit.
It's like an
They-
unstable atom.
Bro, it is. It's like
It's
no,
a
they
testament-
just have to be apart. It's fucking it's Hitchcock with the titles. They got to be over there, and we want to try to put them together.
What it
No, go
is,
ahead, Grog.
it's a testament to Vince McMahon's inability to commit to a single vision for long enough.
Ever.
The man changes his mind constantly.
Yeah.
Y'all have seen the Brock Lesnar costume with the plush torso
Oh,
that makes
fuck.
his tattoo
No.
that makes his tattoo look like a dildo, right?
Yes.
Nice.
It looks like a dildo on him normally.
Like
Yeah. There it is.
That's a dope tattoo. Leave his tattoo
That's an
alone, Grog.
extendo.
You wish
That's
you
an
could have that
extendo.
tattoo.
The wolf.
as people who have tattoos,
Well, I mean that specific one. I didn't say you didn't have
no.
any tattoos, Kat.
the reason I choose not to do swords and things is because those lines bleed over time. And as those lines bleed over time, sometimes they get phallic.
Guys,
So
does
say
Brock
it was
Lesnar
very
listen to your podcast?
Oh, hell yeah.
I wish
listen to
Brock
them.
Lesnar had time and the patience to listen to our podcast.
Hey guys, what's up?
He's too busy being
Hell
awesome.
yeah.
Hey guys, come on, it's me. It's Brock Lesnar.
Brock
I'm here.
Lesnar's here. That's right.
Hey, what's going
What's
on?
up, Brock?
Yeah.
What's
Hey,
up,
what's up,
Lesnar's gonna
guys?
hear us ragging on his tattoo, and
Hey, bud. I
Hey.
so love the brand, and I love everything you're doing right now.
Did you
Have
see
you-
how kick-ass my tattoo was back in like the day when I first came into UFC?
Yeah.
It was fucking
No.
kick-ass, right?
Have you considered getting it touched up recently?
Nah, man, I don't want some. Well, you know, it's the political climate. You know, you can't have people touching on you no more. You know, so I don't
yeah,
know. I
that's
don't
right.
say, yeah, you know.
all
yeah, I'm
right, young lady, that is enough. You have asked enough questions to Brock Lesnar.
Hey, what's going on, Paul? You son of a bitch. Hey, I didn't know you guys were gonna like turn on me. What's going on with
Nah,
that?
Brock, I'm here for you, bro. You know I love
Oh,
you,
no,
Brock Lesnar.
Oh, Jesus,
We just-
man.
We just think that the dildo, I mean the sword tattoo looks a little phallic. It looks
I
a little
don't,
pretty
Brock.
fire, man.
I don't. I think it looks dope. I think it's so cool, Brock. I wish I had one, bro.
Well, Brock, I figured you would have forgotten
Hey.
about the last time I turned on you at Survivor Series 20 years ago. and that you wouldn't have seen it coming again.
I just love that kids can buy your torso in a box.
Ooh, wait, they can do what? I didn't say nobody could do that. I don't.
Well, it's probably in your contract because Vince does
Probably
it.
is.
Sponsored by Jimmy John's.
I am. I'm sponsored by Jimmy John's. I wear hoop shorts to the ring. It's pretty cool, man. It's pretty kick-ass.
I'm not saying you should get a Jimmy John's tramp stamp, but I am saying if you got hot and ready right above your crack, I think that would be spectacular.
You're thinking Little Caesars.
Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, you know.
Hey, Brock, have you tried that Batman calzone yet?
The what?
The Batman calzone. Have you tried that yet from Little Caesars?
No,
Brock?
I don't support anything Batman because he's got limitless wealth and he chooses to spend it on armor for to be a one-man army against, like poor. I don't like it. I don't like Batman. I don't like him at all.
We don't
you're
like
a real
you. Get
man.
the fuck out of here, Brock.
You're a real man.
Leave
don't like-
Brock
you don't-
alone, Marcus.
Hang on.
You don't
I'm
like
also here
Batman
to
'cause
say,
he reminds you too much of Roman Reigns.
well, no, nah, I don't think so. Roman's not as rich. Roman's probably
He's not as good looking
has
as
as
you,
many
Brock.
betches.
Nope.
He is a win.
Hey, buddy, ease up. You're making me uncomfortable.
I'm just putting you over. That's all, man.
Hey, don't worry about me getting over.
Okay, but Roman
Fuck.
Reigns is Samoan Batman.
I mean,
that's basically
also,
how they
guess.
Clearly, the writers have no problem just chucking you over if you are not getting over on your own.
What do you think? They're writers?
Yeah, and I'm pretty
No,
sure they're.
There's no
yeeting your-
writers anymore. It's just some dolphins pushing around some balls, and there's like there's Vince. It's not even Vince. There's a guy whose job is to be there spinning the goddamn bingo balls, and then whatever comes up, man, whatever words pop up, that's what we're doing that night. Vince
Well, you
is
see,
out
I
to fucking
heard
lunch.
that's what y'all were doing, but that what happened was then when you had it in script form, Vince McMahon was throwing it out an hour before the show and writing it all himself.
Yeah,
plan.
he's putting
Oh.
putting
On the
shit on
wall.
bar napkins at this point, man. Anyway, all right, I gotta go cry into my mounds of cash.
All right, Brock.
Later,
Well, you go have a
guys.
good cry, bro.
Crying to that dick tattoo. Get the fuck out of here, guy.
Say hi to Sable for me.
Damn, he's banging Sable.
All right,
He's
Jeez.
married to
Sable.
Sable.
Yikes.
He's married to Sable.
Well, I hope he's still banging her down. I mean,
Shout out to
All
Naya.
right.
All right.
Yeah, shout out to Naya. Yeah,
Shout out to Naya
the
indeed.
shit that she's claiming that apparently what was it, a bunch of I think she referred to them as pro athletes, being broad, but I think allegedly she's saying that a bunch of wrestlers in WWE have bought fake vaccination cards.
oh,
Oh,
well,
well, that's not
I
shocking.
mean,
Yeah, it was in a tweet exchange. Like she put it out there almost as if she was endorsing it. I'm not sure.
she was the plug. She's
Yeah.
the fucking
Yeah,
plug.
no, her husband is writing, or partner is writing them, in bathroom stalls right before showtime. Like,
A hustle is a hustle. I guess. I don't pay it much attention.
Before we
Oh.
pivot, who would be the wrestler you would be most disappointed in if you heard they got a fake vaccine card? And the reason I'm asking this because I see Big E on the TV right now, and I don't even watch wrestling. I would feel very let down if he had a vaccine card.
Yeah, him. Or, any member of the New Day, because they all seem like, good, genuine dudes who wouldn't do anything foolish like that.
Yeah.
I feel like Sasha has one.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Sasha ain't getting no fucking vaccine.
Allegedly, she was an anti-vaxxer. I'm not.
no,
Yeah, no,
she straight up said a thing that like crystals and positive thinking were gonna protect her from COVID-19. Like, it's on Instagram still.
Oh man. Bianca
yes,
Belair.
yeah,
She
no.
just popped up on TV. I'd be disappointed if Bianca.
Oh
had a fake
yeah,
one.
no, I
Yeah,
would feel bad about
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
On the AEW side of the fence, I personally would feel really bummed if like specifically Adam Page and Ethan Page, the Pages.
I was going to say the
The
Adams.
books.
Because they've both been really like providing resources to the public on where to get vaccinated before their shows and stuff like that. So if they were not vaccinated, that would be kind of weird and disappointing and
that would
scummy.
be immoral at that point. Yeah.
Very hypocritical.
Yeah, for me, I'm going to go with the other Adam Cole.
Baby.
I would be really, I would feel like that would be weird. Like that's totally not the Chugs vibe, you know?
No,
Like I
not
feel
at
like
all.
it's like, oh, is this going to help everybody else out? All right, fuck it, give me a
But yeah,
shot.
this is this is the exact tweet from Nia Jax. It's under Lena Fanine, her
Woof.
real name.
Yeah, I still follow her.
If you really think that all your favorites don't feel the same as I do, she's responding to anti-vax post. I know a lot of people in many professional sports that just got paid and got a real card from a doctor. So, so they basically bought a quote unquote real card, a real vaccine card, but didn't get vaxxed.
Oh, I know she's talking
Which
about
I'm
her
like,
cousin.
is that the kind of thing you should be saying on Twitter or any open forum?
Right.
You do realize that you might be complicit in a crime now, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
My cousin Rocky, for one, you know, he caught the video, and you know,
That's the baffling thing. Her cousin is Roman Reigns, a guy who's had 2 bouts of leukemia and is immunocompromised, and I don't think can get vaccinated because of it.
That's a good point.
Oh, I was talking about The Rock, also.
Oh yeah, The Rock too. But yeah, that whole family. But yeah, Roman Reigns, he's if you're sharing a locker room with him and doing that, it's like why, how?
Right. Not cool. Not cool at all, man.
All right.
Do we have any thoughts about Rousey?
Oh,
do we want to talk about Rousey winning? Because that was
she
dope
still
too.
wrestling? No, it wasn't. Why she's still wrestling?
It was so dope. You know why? Because Ronda Rousey's the best women's wrestler in WWE.
Gross.
I don't care.
Well,
I know I'm right.
Fucking gross.
I'm right.
Is it popping numbers at all? Like I haven't looked at.
Who cares about the numbers? I care about watching Ronda Rousey beat people up in the ring.
According to the ratings, it had the highest turnoff rate mid-show of any WWE product recently. It also had the highest number of walkouts at the actual venue.
Shut the Smurf up. Are you
Worse
serious?
than when Batista won?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
buddy.
apparently it was one of the best-selling things they've done in a while. In terms of like initial viewership, but also had the highest turnoff rate.
Yeah.
So maybe
everybody's wrong because Ronda is amazing.
You know,
I can't
if
decide
Ronda,
whether that or Batista winning would be worse, but it does provide, a path towards redemption for Ronda. She just needs to take a role in the MCU that everyone loves, and all will be forgiven.
Help me, Ronda.
Well, I
Help
think
me, Ronda.
no, Ronda is like in a spot, but Batista was. I mean, Batista, he knew what the writing was on the wall before they started writing it. He was like,
he wanted to be a heel when he came back in 2014.
He's like, why are you making me? They love this guy. Why wouldn't he be? Why wouldn't he be at WrestleMania? They fucking love Bryan Danielson or Daniel Bryan at the time. Why wouldn't you do that?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, but the Ronda thing is like, she don't know, man. She's just ready to get back to where she left off, and
over.
Yeah, you know what I mean, for whatever
a year,
reason.
Because I think that her deal, it goes through this coming WrestleMania and then ends at next year's WrestleMania. So it's another deal where she's coming in for a year, wrestling a few people, doing main events, and then fucking off again.
Pretty much. Sounds like the kind of talent WWE is the best at putting out there, man, which I'm all for.
Developing stars? What's that?
Yeah.
I haven't watched 2.0 since like the first episode. I just haven't
pretty bad.
Cared. I mean,
it's pretty bad.
Braun Breaker has potential. He doesn't really do much for me. And of course, as soon as I say the name Braun Breaker, starts corpsing over here because that is a stupid name.
It's an awful fucking name, bro.
It-
You're a
it
Steiner
reminds-
It is
boy.
a
Like,
porn
just
star
say
name.
Steiner.
So, do y'all remember? Have y'all ever seen
With two Ks.
like, or read the Sleepy Hollow? Like,
Mhm.
the guy in that was called Brom Bones, and like there was like smart Ichabod Crane, and he's like a nerd, and then there's Brom Bones who just beats him up, like, and is a meathead. Like, it's
Yeah.
too similar. It's too similar. Vince McMahon was like, "Yeah, meathead, great, yep, that one." And then Disney was like, "Hey, that's still in our copyright date. Can you change like 7 letters and make it slightly different?" And then he did, and that's
What if
now
I
we have
put
this.
2 Ks in here?
That's good shit. Yeah, do that. Yeah.
It worked when I had the Market Starcade, baby.
Hey, Dusty's here.
Dusty.
But the rules, the
Right.
American dream has arrived. How's everyone doing tonight?
Starcade with 2 R's because Disney owns the copyright to Starcade with 1 R.
But I just added another R, and the American dream has copyrighted Starcade, and thus many, many Starcades would happen. Yeah. Yeah, daddy.
Man.
I love you, Dusty.
I love you
Dude,
too,
how
young
many
man.
people
I
are you
love
gonna
everyone here.
fawn over, dude? Like, have some pride.
I'm just
Actually,
gonna.
no, don't have any pride.
I'm just
Kellen,
gonna
no.
Come
love
on,
who I
dog.
love, and y'all are gonna have to accept it as long as I'm on the show.
Yikes.
That's what it is.
I mean, there's a way to do it.
No, man, I'm just gonna go over the top on everybody.
Christ
I love Brock. I
almighty.
love John Cena. I love Roman Reigns. I love Ronda Rousey.
You love The Rock.
I love
You
The Rock. I
In
love
his movie career.
I love
Oh.
the movie
I mean,
career.
in fairness, The Rock is very lovable.
Well, he's friends with Joe Rogan now.
Eh.
Yeah.
Joe,
Whatever.
Joe Rogan is someone
Whatever.
who
Like,
just,
did we really expect anything more from The Rock? Like,
he's someone who confounds me,
no.
but like I'm not about to just be like,
I'm gonna mute y'all while y'all talk bad about The Rock, and then I'll be back.
I'm just saying. I fully expected it. I mean, because he's not. You know, he's running for president, bro. Like, he's not trying to
Young Rock
alienate
season
anyone
2 coming
right
soon.
now.
I think he's pretty good in the Game Plan, I think is what that movie is called.
Which is an amazing movie, a cinema
Yeah.
Bro,
achievement.
like he's literally running for president right now, dog. Like he's playing all the sides he can.
And Black Adam.
If his main song is supposed to be like a rock by Simon and Garfunkel, he's doing
no, I'm going to be the drowning pool song from.
please. It's actually just him promoting the next Mummy reboot. That's why he's running for president.
Yeah, bring back the Scorpion King, yo.
Oh, no.
I'm ready for Scorpion King 3, man. As long as The Rock's in it, man. I'm here for it, man. Let's go.
Actually, I think there's like 5 Scorpion King movies because they kept making sequels.
All right, let's
without
do
The
6. I
Rock.
don't care. We can start it over. Let's just start the
I don't
number. We'll just start with
fucking
Scorpion
bark.
King 1, man.
Gross.
Let's bring it back. Let's give Rock more. He can
I think
act
they
better
made
now.
one with Randy
Nasty
Couture.
work. You fucking
Actually, hold on, I'm gonna look this up.
Helen
Yeah.
Michelle Conley.
It's
God
like
damn it.
it's like Scream. It's like Scream 5. It's a reboot sequel.
Exactly.
Where
You
they
just call it
acknowledge the
Scorpion
old ones
King.
exist.
That's disgusting. Bro.
Yeah,
see.
man.
Let's
Scorpion
get
King
let's
get
parentheses
the
2023.
Okay,
yeah.
so there's
But the S is a 5.
there's 4. There's 4
So-
Scorpion King movies.
That's
Dave
perfect.
Batista is in the third
That's
one.
perfect, Cat.
Wait. No, if the S is a 5, I'm in, dog.
Yeah, no,
I'm
I'm still
fucking in.
upset.
Let's get
that
Batista
it's-
in the movie too, though.
Oh, hey.
Batista's in the third one. The most recent one has Barry Bostwick and Rutger Hauer.
They can be in it too, man. Let's get them all in there.
And Michael Biehn and M. Emmett Walsh. This is actually a pretty.
Wait, what am I looking at?
This is the cast to Scorpion King 4.
Why does
The
he have
quest
the
for
info
power.
so
It's literally called the
ready?
Scorpion King 4: The Quest for Power.
Do you have the
Oh, yeah,
IMDb
it
that's
has
app on
it.
your
Barry
phone
Bostwick,
there,
Rutger Hauer,
Grog?
Michael
He's
Biehn, M.
dog.
Emmett Walsh. Eve Torres is in it.
Oh, Jesus.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Eve Torres.
Lord.
Lord.
I would
I
live
like
stream
Eve.
binging all of
I do
those
too.
movies just to be like, huh.
I guess we're doing that.
Hey,
now.
Yeah.
Eve Torres will beat your ass, low key.
Oh, I know. She is not a woman to be messed with. Just ask
Eve
Cardona.
Torres will beat your ass.
Just ask
Oh.
Matt Cardona how he
Hey, actually, let's get serious for a second. I really do love everything Matt Cardona is doing right now. I think it's
yeah, it's pretty cool.
pretty
It's pretty cool.
fantastic.
I thought you was about to get serious for a second and say you would be disappointed if Ronda Rousey actually got the vaccine.
You know why
That'd be
Ronda Rousey don't need the
off-brand.
vaccine? Because Ronda Rousey will beat the vaccine.
'Cause she
Will
got
beat up
Push the
COVID with her
vaccine.
fist. She'll put in an arm bar.
She punches the COVID particles out of the air.
Exactly. She protects her and her family
She's
and
gonna
her
go
horrible
over.
husband and all that, man, because she's Ronda Rousey. Rowdy. Yeah.
So we're gonna dress up an
Rowdy
Asian
Ronda
guy,
Rousey.
and he's gonna be COVID-19. He's gonna come out there, and he's gonna be going around the crowd. You know, the Asian guy dressed up as COVID-19. He's gonna go out there. He's gonna dance around the kids. You know, and then Ronda, that's when you come out. Ronda, you come out and you say, "Get away from those kids, God damn it," or something like that. I don't know. Well, I'll change my mind, I'm sure. And then you go over there and you just hip toss the Asian guy that we got dressed up as COVID-19. And then everybody will cheer. It's gonna get over. All right, I gotta go take a nap.
All right.
God, Jesus Christ.
Did you guys
Okay,
hear
I
me?
like it,
Vince,
but
you're the
can
greatest.
we
You're the
have a
greatest,
roll
Vince.
for the stock method in there? I want to bring the stock method in.
Oh God, Dusty, you son of a bitch! I thought I buried you. I buried you myself in the basement.
You cannot bury the American dream, Daddy.
Shit! I knew this day would come.
Ideology.
I knew this day would come. Have at you, you son of a bitch!
Oh my God.
But the Rose knows what it's like to be on hard times, Daddy. So bring whatever hard times you're gonna bring to the American dream.
All right, let me run some ideas by you. Let's go get a steak.
Oh wow!
Jeez.
I hacked it. I made a mistake and hacked into a session, a writing session in the WWE locker room.
That
Sorry,
was
guys.
amazing. That was Vince McMahon is a creative genius, and I hope he
My
lives forever.
God, I can't wait to see that
Yeah.
very, very racist storyline play out.
So Grog, we do
You know,
something.
I had an even worse idea for a storyline, but I'm not gonna.
Nope. Let's go. I put the phone
Now, you
down.
have to, now you've said something.
No.
The mic is
Yeah.
yours.
I wrote. I did this awful storyline in like a 2K video game years ago that I just had playing out. I had a couple of wrestlers being possessed by the spirits of Chris Benoit and Eddie Guerrero fighting each other, which I took R-Truth and Jack Swagger and gave them Benoit's and Guerrero's movesets because they were being possessed by them.
Were you playing the 2K where you like did the dialogue and everything?
Yeah, where you write their promos.
Yo,
for
that
them.
is
Yeah.
that's so dope, yo. I never
Yeah.
had the patience to do that. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
And so basically I did that, and then it all led to what I called an exorcism match with the Undertaker as a referee.
Who won?
R-Truth, who was being possessed by Eddie Guerrero,
Oh,
Let's hear it for
shit.
Eddie.
beating Jack Swagger, who's
Oh,
possessed
my
by
God,
Benoit.
no.
Let's go, Eddie.
If if you was gonna go that far, you should have Chris
Oh my God, you lost in the Matrix.
Yeah,
Jesus
whoa.
Christ.
Yeah, dude, we lost you, but yeah, it was basically a challenge to myself to come up with the
Chris
worst
Benoit
possible
went over.
storyline that I could. Just
Christ Almighty. Nah, I was just saying, if you went that far, you might as well have Chris Benoit win.
nah, I couldn't do that to
Nah.
Eddie. Rest in peace.
The other, yeah, Eddie Guerrero is definitely resting in peace. Chris Benoit, not so much.
Oh, you think they got my nigga Chris Benoit talking about some, you know what I'm saying? Like, big-
Oh, he is definitely resting in peace. Boy, I will tell you what.
Yikes.
Oh wow.
oh boy, he got a lot to cut out of this episode, huh?
So far only 2 spots where the audio kind of went wonky. So not too bad. Anyway, Grog, we do something on the Rasslecast that we haven't done in quite a while. It's called the Gauntlet, and we ask you 40 questions, and you have to answer them as quickly as possible before we can move on to the next segment. Are you ready?
Ooh, yeah.
I appreciate the enthusiasm. We're only going to do like 4 or 5.
All right. However many you want to ask, just lay them on me.
Oh shoot! So I got the first one here for you. So
Go for it.
best manager of all time.
Bobby Heenan.
Ah, he was rejected as the manager of Handsome Bane's fake stable last week that he came up with. He said he did not
Handsome
want
Bane
Bobby
is the
Heenan.
fool. It's Bobby Heenan. It's the brain.
Oh, he called Handsome Bane a fool on his own show.
I mean, hey.
Wow. Wow.
Yes.
Well, it didn't fit my actual team. I had enough
that's
people
probably.
who could speak for themselves. So with a little context, maybe, instead of saying, "Oh, he said Bobby Heenan trash." He said Bobby Heenan was
Eric under the
good.
bus over there.
You know what I'm saying? Hard as fuck. Like, dog. Can
You know who else
tell
would
him
throw
was on
Handsome
my
Bane under
team?
the bus? Brock Lesnar. Just saying.
Shit, man. Very
Y'all loving this? I hope so.
Lesnar. Gross.
Bobby Heenan, though, that's a great answer, though. I like
He's the
Heenan a lot.
best color commentator too.
He had his
Yeah,
moments.
that's what I said.
Yeah.
Royal Rumble '92.
Is that Virgil?
This isn't fair to Flair. This.
Me.
I can't do the brain. I'm just like, this isn't fair to Flair. Oh my god, this isn't fair to Flair.
It's a lot of lisp too. A lot of lisp and fucking patriarchy. Anyway. Well, yeah, I think we all know our answers, right?
Yeah, we've been down this road a few times.
Yeah, Sherry, just to refresh.
Sensational Sherry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love some Sherry. Heyman.
There you go.
Especially when he was
waiting on Mark Robb, but
CM
alright.
Punk's manager.
Well,
That was a pretty good one.
yeah, Heyman. Yeah, easy enough.
I'm gonna go Dangerous Alliance Heyman. That was my favorite.
Underrated as always.
Yeah, it was fire.
Go watch the network on the Peacock and watch some Dangerous Alliance, kids.
Yeah, because it's what early '90s WCW.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it easily gets forgotten, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was the 91 WCW was a lot of people getting jumped. And that's like my favorite thing in wrestling, somebody just getting that ass beat, like like 4 or 5 guys
91
on one team.
WCW was freaking Jim Herd throwing whatever crazy shit he could think of and just
going with
to get it to stick.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody,
and also firing Ric Flair, which
if you jump off the top rope, you're disqualified. It's like, what? Wait.
Yeah, that was a Bill Watts.
That was Bill Watts. There it is, Bill Watts.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'll ask my question. Your favorite title design?
I like the Winged Eagle WWF Championship belt from the late '80s to the late '90s. Yeah.
I would just like to appreciate for a moment that when for Greg's birthday, I got a commission of us as little wrestlers, as a little intergender tag team.
And they're so adorbs, totes adorbs.
You've seen this artwork.
Yeah, they all knew about it way before you did.
Yeah, we knew before you, Grog.
I know.
But I asked Greg's best friend what the belt design should be. And he responded immediately. He was like, "Oh, it's this one." And I was like, "He's like specifically the design that was hired in 1997." I was like, "Oh God, okay, thank you." Like,
all right.
You got some friends that know you there, Grog.
Oh yeah.
We don't know each other at all. We surprise each other every single week on this show. Every single week.
True. That is fucking true.
I mean, if it helps, I think we're what 200 episodes in now, and we still surprise each other.
200 episodes.
Pandemonium!
Oh my God, those fucking
pandemonium from last week. I listened to it and that shit still got me. I was like, "Yep."
I will never forget the look on the Mark Robb's face when I said, "Well, I think actually disassociating Go from a Christmas movie made me like it better. And he was like,
So happy. So happy. Oh my God. Go is such a pivotal movie in the origin story of Sean Mad Love. Oh yes. Absolutely. That was
all
my
right,
favorite.
I'm sorry. Back to the questions.
No, it's all good. Mark Rob, favorite title?
Oh, Big Gold. I mean, it's
Yeah.
big as gold. I mean, there's no frills in that fucking WCW title belt.
I've
so.
seen Bill Goldberg 4 times a day, and that's 2 more times than I thought I'd see him today. Because it's the second
Ew,
commercial I've
get the
seen him
fuck
in.
out of here, Mr. Goldberg.
I know,
Damn.
right? I want to send a shout out to the AEW World Championship belt because Hangman came out with that joint today, and I was
It's a
like,
really pretty
damn,
belt.
that's a pretty
It
belt.
is.
Yeah, I
Pretty
think
good.
that's like of all the active, like the belt designs that are currently active, that one is my favorite.
I really like the TBS title that they have for the women too.
Mhm.
I really like the blue.
It's clean.
I just think it looks, yeah, it is. It looks really nice. And also, like, Jade Cargill could crush my head like watermelon between one, like her
Hey,
arms like
me
that.
first. Me fucking
And
first,
like,
man.
as long as she then like hit my dead body with the belt and stood on
Is
me,
she
I would
going to
be fine
replace
with
you
it.
on the show, Handsome Bane?
I don't know.
You got to
Hey,
make
man,
arrangements first, dog.
I'll be long gone,
Because
baby.
me and Mark Rob are not
I
doing
don't-
Rasslecast without you, bro.
I
I
don't
will
think we
be
can
a-
afford her.
I will be long gone, brother.
When I'm gone, when I'm gone.
But I'm glad to hear that in this house we stand Jade Cargill.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah.
We have no choice but to stand.
Good.
Um,
I'm glad to hear that.
It sounded like he said, I'm a mullet, and I'm glad to hear that. But that's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't really cut my hair all winter, so I have not dissimilar to a mullet under my hat
Hey,
right
man.
now.
You got
Nasty boy knobs, huh?
Hey.
Fucking.
I'm more going for Kurt Russell. Like
Okay.
Is it
Kurt
thi-
Russell
is it
in Big
Kurt
Trouble in
Russell?
Little China.
No, Thing Kurt Russell. Thing Kurt Russell. Me and Cap
Not
talked
yet.
about this. It has to be Thing Kurt Russell.
Oh,
You understand that
bro,
I would
I
not
thought-
be here if he looked like Thin Kurt Russell right now. We would be busy elsewhere doing other
I
things.
thought. I
Boing,
thought.
boing, 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 boing.
I thought.
I mean, I got to
Hyphen
come
was
up for
being-
air
was-
eventually.
I thought he was body shaming and saying thin Kurt Russell. I was gonna say, hey, whoa.
No
It
Christmas
kept sounding
Chronicles
like you
here.
were saying thin.
No
Kurt-
Christmas
yeah.
Chronicles here, Kurt
No,
Russell.
okay, no.
No,
All right, you're still a king.
Thing. Oh, thanks. You're a king too, bro.
Still a king.
Oh man. Handsome Bane, take a belt.
NXT UK title is gorgeous with the little lion on it. It's really pretty with all of his curly cues and stuff. It's a swell belt.
That's a great answer. All right, so this is perfect timing for this. We haven't asked this question except once, and I can't remember who was here, but we all were dying laughing by the time we were done. It might have been Melisette. Grog, listen carefully. If Goldberg and Goldust could fuse like Dragon Ball Z characters, what would their combined name be, and what would they look like?
I know that I'm supposed to answer this off the top of my head, but you got to give me a second. with
No,
this.
that's fine. That's fine. It's a deep question. It's
Goldberg
a deep question.
and Goldust fuse.
like into Gotenks, except it's Goldberg and Goldust.
Fusion! Ha!
All right, so
That's Goldberg saying fusion. Ha.
I'm almost tempted to call him Bill Dust because I can't think of any other name to call him.
If it,
Something like
Bill
cocaine.
Dust.
my brain went gold dustberg.
Mhm.
Like
Or maybe like it depends on which version of
No.
Goldust. Because if we're doing like 1998 Goldust, you'll be like the artist formerly known as Goldberg, and it's just Goldberg, but he's doing all the weird shit that Goldust did in '98, like dressing up as Marilyn Manson.
So
And,
you're saying to borrow gold from Goldust, take away gold from Goldberg, and then put the gold from Goldust on Goldberg is what you're saying. Well, onto Berg.
I guess.
the artist formerly known as.
If we just kept it Goldberg, that'd be kind of fun. Nobody's done that.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, this question's only been asked once. Like it
Yeah.
we
no,
did
it's
so
it's
well the first time. There was no reasons for us to revisit
man.
it.
Yeah. But I know.
man.
But I mean, it
It's
seems
a good
pretty.
question.
it seems pretty clear cut what his catchphrase would be. Just who's next?
Right.
I thought you were going to do that and then spit a loogie. I'm like, that works too. That works with the Gold
did
Dust
a
character.
little bit on the microphone here.
Amen.
Yeah. There's a little bit of spit on the mic. Sorry. Look here.
If there isn't a little spit, did it even really happen?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure what it was when I was doing the Road Warrior Hawk voice that I spit on it.
It's okay.
Well, I've been meaning to get a pop filter anyway, so now I have a reason.
Small miracles. Handsome Bane, it is your question, sir.
I got one. What is your favorite cell in wrestling? It can be it could be somebody's specific one that they do all the time, or just one that you like to see.
Favorite cell is in favorite.
Favorite bump that somebody takes.
Favorite
I should
bump.
say.
Oh yeah. Not gonna lie, I know we're not very high on Shane McMahon now, and you know,
Shane McMahon's great, man. He shouldn't have been fired, man. Vince is out of his mind.
And you know, because apparently
he should have been WWE
the
champion
Rumble
like
was
twice.
his idea / his fault, and we don't know what's going on. But I have to say, my favorite sell is the way Shane McMahon sold the stunner. Whenever Austin would hit it with him, because he knew to put, you know, just the right amount of bounce on it, and just to
No, that's a great answer.
He didn't do bag of potatoes
especially
like Vince
when
did. The first time Vince was like,
Oh my God, Vince looked like a sack of wet jeans, dog.
Yes, he
Vince
did.
took that bump like a fucking scarecrow, dog. Like,
Oh my God.
He still sold it better than Trump.
Whoa, come on.
Yeah.
Gross.
Like, yeah, remember when Donald Trump got hit with a Stone Cold Stunner? Yeah. Remember when that happened?
That is one WWE idea I will not back. Was that? I won't back that.
Shit looks like shit.
Yeah,
HYPHEN.
Boo.
Don't back the Nazi either, maybe.
Yeah.
If silence
Hush
means I'm
falls over
not
the
ready to
crowd.
say anything yet, so that's why I didn't say too much earlier when y'all were talking about that.
I was just wondering if Brian Kendrick had entered the chat.
Oh God.
Brian Kendrick got
Oh,
fired
God.
because Brian Kendrick is trash.
All right.
Right, but like it's not okay to be a Nazi, but it is okay to play a Nazi on TV. Seems to be the pro
Ronda
wrestling
Rousey's on
stance
TV,
right
guys.
now.
Oh, what is she doing?
Wow, you put that
Wait,
together.
that was okay. I'm like, I ain't that fucking high. I know that was fucked up. I'm about to say.
Actually, let me guess. She's just standing in the ring making this face.
No, she's smiling,
almost.
Grog, for your information.
Oh, she's
nothing wrong.
smiling?
She just did it. She
She's
just did it.
smiling,
She
and
just
then
did
she's
the face.
pointing
You were
at the
a second early.
WrestleMania sign.
A second early.
Oh,
Oh,
Jesus.
is she a face now? I guess she smiles.
She can be whatever she wants to be, Marcus. Leave her alone.
Ugh.
How about that?
But like
All right.
I think this is more so a question for Brock. For Brock Lesnar, does the heel face thing even apply to him anymore? He's
Nah,
not
man.
a heel or a face, it seems.
Oh,
He's
hey,
just
what's up,
Brock
guys?
Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar. I'm back.
I feel like
Oh my God.
him and Cody should have a symposium on whether or not
Nah,
heel or face is real.
Well, here's the thing. For me,
You don't understand. I fixed racism, Catherine. So
Oh, hey, what's
saith
up,
the
Cody? Hey, so like my thing is I'm kind of like a force of nature, you know? I'm kind of like I don't know. Let's say you got like All Lives Matter over here, you got Black Lives Matter over here. And I'm like, no lives matter. You know, I'm like that. I'm that piece of shit guy, you know? Like
Oh,
but
so you're an
it's
Ice-T
like,
fan. You're a body count fan, I see.
Oh yeah, I fucks with body count, man. I'm a cop killer. Fuck police brutality. That's a pretty cool song. But support your cops, you know, whatever. Anyway,
Oh no,
No.
please don't.
well, you know, if you got a different, you know, you guys got different backgrounds, I get it. That's cool. They always done me right, you know. Anyway,
Well, that's what they're built for, to do you right. but
yeah,
not me.
exactly,
Or
exactly. You
Keller.
know, I can't get mad at somebody that's doing their job. You know, that's their job to anyway.
Yeah, I get it. I'm all
The
about
heel
supporting the
face
working
thing.
man,
Oh
Eddie.
yeah, that's where we were. I'm kind of like Undertaker or whatever. You know, it doesn't matter wherever I show up. You know, you cheer me. You're not gonna boo me. Same thing. Like Becky Lynch is kind of getting there. You know, you try to make everybody boo her, but they fucking like her, man. Ronda, she'll run her course by WrestleMania. She's gonna say some things. Nobody's gonna like her promos. They're gonna say their hair looks stupid. You know, white girls shouldn't get braids. You know, just don't.
If you could
Fucking
see
cornrows.
Rhonda's braids right now as you say this is just perfect
I bet
timing,
them
dog.
shits look trash.
This is so perfect timing, dog.
Look trash. Oh, I bet you look a whack ass Allen Iverson.
Yeah, Rhonda's gonna
Just
hear
be
this
looking-
and hear you ragging on her braids.
Bro, that truer words.
Be Ronda Rousey.
I really think some episode, and maybe it's this one, we just tag everyone that we mentioned by
Ronda
name.
Rousey. Yes.
Yeah, just tag
And
Bri-
just tag them like incessantly in tweets for
F
like,
in the
weeks.
chat. F in the chat.
Yeah,
That's all I
tag
got
Brock,
to
tag
say.
Rhonda, tag Brian Kendrick.
Jesus Christ. No, thanks.
It's like wiping her nose to look mean. Like, ugh.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
look like a
yeah.
COVID symptom. Goddamn.
Look-
You
exactly.
don't look mean, you look like unclean.
Oh, don't
Which is
hurt Sonya
baffling
Deville,
because she
dog.
doesn't have to try very hard to look mean.
Oh, she's
she
hurting
just
Sonya
is.
Oh
Deville.
god,
Alright.
they do look trash. Holy shit.
Yeah.
What the
Bro,
fuck
she
is
got
wrong
big-
with
I,
you?
she
did,
got
I
big
did
too.
not have to
Right
turn the
now.
TV on to see that.
No, you did not. And it's
I
just
didn't have to turn it. I bet the braids look
it's
whack.
so funny considering who is on my home screen this
Some
month.
weak ass
This
braids.
This is making the rounds on the shit posting page.
Oh man.
I love it. I love it.
I still love
Um.
I can't even stay in character right now. Oh,
Oh my god, them braids be looking like shit, dog. What was the question? Oh, favorite cell. Anyway,
Shane McMahon selling the Stone Cold Stunner.
Yes.
'cause
Yeah.
He it seemed like the most natural selling of that move. Just the way he bounced, the way he reacted afterwards, just yeah. Like it
I'll
looked
take
like he
you-
was selling a knockout punch.
right.
I'll take that. I'll take that and raise the ridiculousness of the Rock cell of the Stunner. You know, just full out
Full out,
physics
just
don't matter.
ridiculousness.
Fucking.
It's like I'm gonna flip over
Springboard,
onto my hands,
obviously,
not my belly.
obviously boosting off your hands. You know who does a really ridiculous sell too is Scott Hall.
Mhm.
Scott Hall's
Oh, yeah.
sell for the stunner is
Yeah.
bonkers.
Breathtaking.
Yeah, he
Was it,
jumped, like,
what was it,
several feet in the
X7
air
or-
when he got hit with it?
Yeah, like but a flat back bump off a Stone Cold Stunner where he like
That was
popped up in
18.
the sky.
That
Yeah,
was,
it was
that
18,
was
yeah.
18 and just
Yeah.
like I think Jim Ross on commentary called it a super stunner.
Right.
he might
yeah.
have.
But I mean, but leave it to Scott Hall to fucking
Mhm.
super sell for somebody anyway. Yeah, he should
I,
definitely be mentioned.
Scott Hall, another guy that I've met at Rhode Island Comic Con. My
Was-
profile picture was of me and him posing at our ICC, and nothing but one of the nicest dudes I've ever met as far as
Nice.
wrestlers or otherwise. Kevin Nash was there too, and he was just as cool.
Hey, we
We
stand
love
for
him.
Kevin
Fucking
Nash,
boss.
That's our guy. The more we hear about Kevin Nash, the more good we hear about
Absolutely.
Kevin Nash.
Kevin Nash is a genuinely good dude. Like I've met him
Yeah.
several times at conventions, chatted with him for a little bit.
Nice.
man. I stand a super
It's my
spreader,
fucking
man.
guy.
Right.
We
Nash
love
is a
Oz here. Oz is a good dude.
Ah, baby.
Big
Fuck
Daddy
it.
Cool, Oz, Vinny Vegas.
Yeah, man,
Um,
Big Daddy. Cool.
I think Hyphen, you got to sell.
I'm gonna bring up a problematic one because I've been all over the place tonight.
Oh, shit.
We don't like him anymore, but I always loved when Ric Flair fell flat on his face. I always thought that was hilarious, man.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
cartoony as shit.
It was cartoony, but I liked it.
It was cartoony. I mean, yeah, there was room for it, obviously, but then when he talks about a guy like Orange Cassidy or something. It's like, dude, you used to flip over the top rope like every match and then run on the whatever. You're anyway. You got no business telling nobody over the top. Oh, come on, guys. We know what this is. Bret Hart taking the corner turnbuckle to the sternum every time.
Not breaking his fucking sternum.
And not breaking his sternum somehow. Every single match, taking it from somebody, getting whipped into the corner turnbuckle, and like, and also, it was like a really easy thing for commentators to sell.
Yeah,
they'd be like, "Holy shit!" Or it was I think it was Bobby Heenan. He was like, "Man, they moved the ring like 2 feet with that one." I was like, "Oh, okay, guys, give it a rest." So it was like, but it always looked great. Like they would run like 90 miles an hour into the corner turnbuckle and hit his chest, and you just wonder like how he didn't die.
Can I give a shout out to a similar like subgenre of recurring move? That I have noticed someone sell really well. John Silver, anytime he gets hit in the head. I'm a big fan of his generally. I think he's great. I hope they continue to use him, but he is really good at selling just getting whacked in the head without dying or getting seriously concussed.
Now, does it look like he's like really taking one, or does it look like
it looks like he's really taken one, but he also often lands in a way that's a little outlandish, but still possible. So you still kind of get that he's in on the joke.
All right.
While still looking like he got whacked in the head.
Yeah.
And I think he does a really good job of hitting that line where it feels like, oh shit, he got hit, but he pulled himself together just to like put that button on it.
It's a lot of stuff that like we watch every week that like some guys do, and it's like I don't know how they make that safe.
And it's unfitting. It's unfitting with John Silver's character because he does come across as like the fun-loving perennial underdog who will put up a good fight every single time. Like his match with Danielson a couple months ago was incredible.
Yeah,
pretty fire.
Yeah.
I also just love that for a while the runner on the Being the Elite was that they thought Adam Cole's song was "It's All About the Boobs."
Oh jeez.
And they really wanted to be Adam Cole's friend, so they were trying to bond with him over boobs. And it was very good, and I highly recommend checking out specifically that runner in that.
Gotta have priorities, man. Gotta have priorities. All right, well, Handsome Bane, you think that's good enough for the Gauntlet, man, or you think we can move on to the Hall of Fame? Anything else you got there?
I think we could move on to the Hall of Fame, brother.
All right, well, Handsome Bane, I'm not going to make you read this list.
Cream will rise to the top. Oh yeah.
So,
all right,
Grog, we have a massive list of wrestlers who are in the Rasslecast Power Hour Hall of Fame. It's easier for us to not say the whole list at this point. So
at this point, yeah,
we can just easily say, no, they're already in, and then you pick somebody else, okay? So you get to choose one person to go into the hallowed halls of the Rasslecast Hall of Fame. Who would you like to put in, Grog?
The Rasslecast Hall of Fame. So basically just someone I believe who's worthy of enshrinement.
Yes.
On our hallowed
for any reason.
On our hallowed spreadsheet for just being that awesome.
Yes.
For any reason.
There's like 60 some people in here already.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go with I obviously have no way of knowing if this person is in your Hall of Fame already. I'm gonna go with Malachi Black, also known as Aleister Black, also known as Tommy End. Is he?
I don't think he's in.
Malachi Black?
No, I don't think Aleister Black's in. I think that's good.
Also known as Tommy End. Also known as legit one of the baddest dudes in wrestling.
The first
but also
person,
one of the nicest dudes in wrestling.
first try when we didn't give you a list, the first person to get somebody in without you're the first person to have to go through this. Congratulations, Grog.
Thank you.
Alistair Black, man, okay. I enjoy his work immensely, and I'm glad he's out of WWE. Yes.
Can I ask a logistical question for future inductions?
Sure.
Does it have to be a wrestler?
No.
Okay.
No, it shouldn't be. I mean, you can't
Wrestling
be like
is-
put
wrestling
Patrick
associated.
Swayze in. That wouldn't make any sense. but-
Right.
Right. No. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I've got my pitch for next time.
Ooh.
But
Well, why wait?
well,
Why wait?
well,
Yeah, go
let's
for it.
let's finish the Alistair Black convo because I think he's wonderful.
Okay,
Uh,
keep it moving.
I appreciate. First of all, he's just cool. I like his gimmick. I think. Yeah.
Mhm. Oh yeah.
But also, he routinely posts on social media about animals local to him that need to be rehomed.
Oh, he's Keith Overman.
Mhm.
Yeah, he seems all right.
They have so many cats.
Him
have
and
so
They
many
have a lot of
and
cats.
Zelina.
Him and Zelina.
Yeah.
My pitch is Renee Paquette.
I like that
Um,
one. I like that one.
First of all, I just think her podcast is great, and I want her on there. Second of all, I think she's a really great entry point into wrestling for someone who doesn't necessarily know a lot. I also think that she is just a really good example of like uncompromising femininity that isn't necessarily like ruined by especially what Vince McMahon thinks a woman should be and look like.
Yeah, and you know he definitely tried it. You know he tried it.
Oh, for sure. And part of the reason I really struggle to watch a lot of the WWE product is because I'm like, oh, she just got punched in the padding.
Mhm.
Nothing that just got hit. Like it they're not dressed to fight. They're dressed to
Yeah.
Mhm.
but I think Renee is great and I like her a lot. And give Renee more jobs if she wants
Yeah.
them. If she doesn't want them, let Renee do what she's doing now.
Yeah, no, Renee's super cool, and she has like the trust of everybody.
We
Like,
stand
when
Renee
They
here,
talk to
man.
her. But yeah,
Mhm.
no, she's dope.
I'm just happy that she is still that she continues to be involved with wrestling in some capacity because at one point I was sure she was gonna ditch wrestling for like ESPN.
Oh,
or,
she certainly
a
could have.
job,
She's
a
so
job
most
like
certainly
that. She
could've.
could absolutely could have if she wanted, and certainly if she did, she would certainly have all of our support because we love her. But the fact that she's stayed in wrestling, stayed in touch with the wrestlers is that she absolutely 100% has had such a positive impact on Jon Moxley's life. Possibly even be the person who's kept him alive.
Yeah.
That's real talk.
You wonder.
It's real talk.
Yeah, he looks great, by the
Yeah,
way.
he
Yeah, he
did.
looks
Yeah.
fantastic.
Looks
ever since
amazing.
came
He
back.
looked real great.
I also like that she used to wear wigs and sneak into AEW shows when she wasn't working to
Aw.
watch him,
That's so sweet, man.
Yeah.
which
Love.
that makes me really happy.
Love.
Yeah,
will
Nene gets
keep
a
us
lot
together.
of respect. Lot of respect. She
Mhm.
that, I mean, she knows her shit, or if she doesn't know her shit, she studies her shit, and that real, you can tell like how they talk to her is how they really feel about her.
Mhm.
Like there's very relaxed, and they are willing to share more because they're more comfortable with her, even if it's like, this isn't something I want to get out, but I kind of feel like weird just talking right now.
Also, the episodes of the podcast that she's done a Valentine's Day episode, and I think one other episode that are her and Mox just talking very candidly. Like there's one where they do a relationship quiz. It is so stinking cute,
I
and
bet.
I like it so much. And they're all on her YouTube, so you can even see him kind of scrunch up his eyebrows a whole bunch throughout the course of that video.
Oh,
And
hilarious.
it's great.
nice. I have one more nominee, Handsome Bane.
Oh, well, hell, all right. Let's do
Um,
it. We've passing out flowers. Let's go.
This is the night of 1,000 stars. It seems
know.
like.
It pretty
Damn.
much is. I mentioned this in the chat earlier, but I saw her on AEW Dynamite when I was watching earlier today, and I was like, man, we need to get Vicky Guerrero in the Hall, man. So let's get Vicky Guerrero in the Rasslecast Hall of Fame, man.
Name will rise to the top.
I'm one of the biggest legend stars ever. God.
Is this the
Absolutely.
first time that the majority of inductees in an episode have been a woman?
I want to say yes. I
Wait, hang on.
no,
Hang on.
no.
No. Well, we had Savannah Summers on as she inducted Sherry, and
Right.
then we inducted her.
Right.
So that
So-
was like a 100% night.
Okay, no, that's fair.
Statistically
Yeah.
speaking, yes. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Them damn statistics. I just love
Unless
Vicky.
Eric, you want to put another woman in, I can do one, or we can keep the ball
No,
rolling.
that won't. We can never undo.
Well, we're not gonna
Uh,
pander.
No.
you know,
Why,
like
man?
that-
WWE panders
'Cause
so
you
well,
guys-
man. Why
Because
can't
we're
we
better
pander?
than that.
So on our
There you go.
International Women's Day episode of Rasslecast, then
Yeah, I mean, there are plenty to put in. Yeah. No, I'll save some for
That's
later,
what he
man.
said.
Shit.
Save some, yeah. Wait to induct Johnny Knoxville. You don't have to do it now.
Yikes.
Yeah, don't worry about that one. Don't worry about
They
that.
really wasted that spot, dog. I didn't want.
Jesus.
Oh man.
They always do, man. Well, how about that year
All right.
that JBL came from behind the announce table, man? That was.
Yeah,
Made
I
me
mean,
so
that's
mad.
JBL. At least, like, you get the feeling, hey, man, JBL might go in here and knock somebody out of the ring
He
real
didn't
quick.
do nothing.
But like, it's so didn't matter.
He didn't do
Like,
nothing.
Yeah, that's a courtesy you give to, even if he's a dickhead.
Yeah, he
like
is
you know,
trash.
he's been in the business. Yeah.
But Vicky deserves to be in there, man, because one, she's doing phenomenal work right now with Nyla Rose in AEW.
Mhm.
Of course, she is the wife of the late Eddie Guerrero. After his passing, Vince gave her a job as a valet, and then she did great things with. Well, she did okay things with Ziggler. She really shined with Edge, though, man, and then she went on to do. Was around for many more years, just doing that. She was a GM at one point, and the excuse me gimmick got over, and you know,
like crazy, dog.
man.
Like,
There's no heat
people.
like Vicky Guerrero heat,
Dog,
man.
people wish they could have gotten that kind of heat by simply coming out and yelling, "Excuse me."
Mm-hmm.
That is such
Mhm.
easy money. That was such easy money, and it worked every single time.
Every
Just
time.
yelling, "Excuse me," and like, I mean, like hatred, bro. Like, just like,
Her voice, her ability to just scream just with this very shrill voice and say "excuse me" was a license to print money.
Mm-hmm.
exactly. Yeah,
Blessing.
something crazy.
100%, man. So welcome to the hall, Vicky. Welcome to the hall, Renee, and welcome to the hall, Alistair,
Malachi
Malachi,
Black.
Tommy and
Tommy End.
yeah, this guy's fucking reading like a Born Identity character.
I was looking over at the read, and it still said Alistair that I wrote down. And I was like, well, just gonna
All right.
stare and hope the answer comes to me.
There's names. We got names.
Shout out to the artist formerly known as Alistair Black, man.
There you go.
Malachi Black. Welcome to the Hall of Fame. So, Grog, you did it. You completed the Rasslecast.
This is your first podcast ever, right?
Yes, actually.
Oh,
it
wow.
is.
Aw,
You're
Oh, yes.
like a pro, man.
Yeah, the
You had
first
some
of,
training,
what I'm
didn't you?
hoping to be many more.
Oh, well, anytime you want to come on
Yes.
back, man.
and the Rasslecast door is always open.
Oh, no.
There are no locks.
Oh,
well,
no.
no, there are no locks for anybody who's been on here before.
Okay.
You know the disclaimer.
I feel like that's a segue.
No,
Okay.
no, it's not.
Good.
We ain't, no.
Good.
We ain't taking it no further than that.
Good.
This is Sting!
There we go.
Oh, Shivani.
There's palate
There's no
cleanser there.
locks for Sting either. If he wants to come on
Shout
the
out to
podcast,
Sting. Oh,
Yeah, Sting, if you're hearing
damn
this.
that's the what I was thinking about, like doing a new segment where we just like talk about an old segment for not from us, but you know, an old wrestling segment, and one that came up earlier this week for people who don't
Oh,
know
yeah.
about my man Ravishing Rick Rude. I'm trying to find it now. I feel like I sent it to our group. Oh, here it is. Yes.
I sent it to the group.
No, I sent it to the group.
No, I don't think you guys did.
boys, you're all handsome.
I don't think any of you sent it to the group. I think I sent it to the
No.
group. But
Oh,
No.
me digress. Rick Rude and Sting got into a little backstage altercation. We're pretty sure it was scripted, but then it felt like they were throwing live rounds. And here we go.
oh, fuck! You're right. You did send it. Oh, that's right. You drink what I tell you to. That's so great.
As he throws the pause, and he's like, he hits Sting in his underarm, dog, and he drops like a ton of bricks. Oh, great! It's great. Yeah, man. If you get a chance, I suggest early '90s WCW, specifically Sting Squadron versus the Dangerous Alliance. That is a very fun gang warfare kind of thing that happened. Rick Rude was just that. He was rude as fuck, and he is beating Sting's ass in this cut.
Yeah, he is. You have a drink with me when I say you have a drink with me.
You have a drink with me when I say you have a drink with me. Have a drink with me, motherfucker. I'll throw this drink in your face.
That's so great. So great.
Such a great.
I love professional wrestling.